Caravan and motorhome exteriors can fade to a grey and cloudy surface over time, especially on older vehicles. As the surface degrades, keeping the shell looking clean and smart becomes more difficult the longer it is left. Thankfully, there is a solution in 3 easy steps to restore the exterior to its former glory. Silky Leisure have a range of products designed specifically for caravans and motorhomes that have complex materials including plastics, acrylic, fiberglass gel coats, metals and painted surfaces. To get a truly professional finish, some equipment will be required. These include a spray bottle with some water, microfiber cloths and a polishing machine. However, the products have been developed so using just a cloth and some effort, a respectable finish can be obtained. In this demonstration, we'll be restoring the front panel on this 2010 Sterling Europa Caravan. As you can see, the front GRP panel has faded to a matte finish and is quite rough to the touch. The small micro pitting on the surface holds onto dirt, grit and contaminants, making this a tricky surface to clean and maintain. But in just 3 easy steps, we can bring this panel back to life. The first step is to make sure the surface is clean and free of contaminants such as tree sap, road dirt and grease. Wipe the surface down with a clean microfiber cloth and remove any dust. Using Silky Restore, apply a small amount to a clean cloth or polishing machine. Dot the product around the area that needs cleaning, and if you're using a cloth, work the product into the surface in a small circular motion in an area of about 2 foot square. Don't be tempted to use more product, instead use small amounts and work it in thoroughly. However, if you're using a polishing mop, use a low speed and mist the surface with water. Make sure you keep the mop moving and don't allow the surface of the Caravan to get warm. Apply more water as soon as the polishing mop starts to drag. Once the product has been worked in, you will see a noticeable difference in the look and feel of the surface. Look at the panel from all angles and make sure there are no swirl marks or areas that need more work. Silky Restore contains no filler or wax, and this will allow you to see the panel in its raw state during the restoration process. And as you can see, the panel is now smooth to the touch, a subtle sheen is now on the panel and the colour is already coming back to a bright white. Once we're happy that there are no areas that require further attention, it's time to move on to step 2. Like in step 1, start with wiping down the surface and making sure there is no contaminants or dust particles on the surface. This step uses Silky Fine Shine, a finer grade cutting compound that will boost and enhance all the efforts that we've put into the first step. If you're using a polishing mop, make sure you use a new clean pad, and if you're completing this step by hand, make sure you use a clean microfiber cloth. Do not use pads or cloths that were used with the Silky Restore. Apply a small amount of the Silky Fine Shine to the cloth or polishing machine. Dot the product around the area that needs the work and, like before, work in a section of about 2 foot square. Use the product sparingly and work it in thoroughly. If you're using a polishing mop, make sure you use a low speed and mist the surface with water. Make sure you keep the mop moving and check occasionally with the back of your hand to make sure that no heat is getting into the panel. Apply more water as soon as the polishing mop starts to drag. At this stage, if you find any splashes of any of the products on the windows or other panels, this can be easily wiped off by spraying the panel with some water and then using a clean microfiber cloth to remove the marks. Once the product has been worked in, wipe down with a clean cloth and observe any areas that need further work. By now, the surface of the Caravan is looking bright, shiny and is very smooth to the touch. The final step in restoring the panel of the Caravan is to seal it and protect the surface. Silky Super Seal is a season-long advanced high-gloss polymer. It seals and protects newly restored plastic and paint panels. Using a clean polishing pad or microfiber cloth, apply small amounts and work into the surface of the Caravan panel. Although this bottle is small, one bottle will cover an entire surface of an average Caravan at least twice. Silky Super Seal will last for an entire season, and with regular cleaning and use of dry and shine, the surface of the Caravan will remain bright, clean and smooth to the touch. Once the Super Seal has been worked into the Caravan, leave to cure before buffing off with either a microfiber cloth or woolen pad on a machine polisher. As you can see from this shot, half the panel is glossy, shiny and bright. The difference is quite remarkable. The total time for restoring this total panel was just 2 hours, but it's important to remember that this process should not be rushed for best results. If you are anticipating restoring an entire surface of the Caravan, allow plenty of time and do consider using a polishing mop. These can be inexpensive, will reduce effort required and give a consistent finish. Silky Restore, Silky Fine Shine and Super Seal are available online and in Caravan accessory stores. Thanks for watching.